Yes. Today we are going to discuss about cycloidal curves. So what is cycloidal curves? So cycloidal curves comes under the special curves which are used in the engineering drawing for the practical purpose of manufacturing sector. So generally cycloidal curves are used to create the tooth profile of gears. Okay. So in the cycloidal curves there are, according to our syllabus, we have 4 types: cycloid, epicycloid, hypocycloid. Epi and hypocycloid. Okay. And next, involutes for the different planes. So first we go with cycloid. So cycloid is the curve traced out by a point on the circumference of the circle when the circle rolls on a fixed straight line. For one complete revolution of the circle, we are going to trace the path travelled by the fixed point on the circumference of the circle. Let us see. So first, draw the circle and take the fixed point P on the circumference of the circle. And next, consider that the circle rolling in the particular direction, say in the clockwise direction, for one complete revolution of the circle along a fixed straight line. So then the path traced out by the point P for one complete revolution of the circle will be like this. So this is the path, and here we are going to trace the point P from P1 to P2, P2 to P3, like that for different positions of the circle in one complete revolution. Next, here the circle which is rolling along the straight line is known as rolling circle or generating circle. And here the circle rolls along the fixed straight line, the line known as directing line. Why? Because the line directs the path of the circle in which direction to travel for one complete revolution. Okay, and the curve which we have seen in the figure is known as cycloid. So the use of cycloid is to create the tooth profile for the gears, which is used for the production of mechanical power. Okay, so let us see one example problem for the cycloid. Yes, this is the example problem. So construct a cycloid having a rolling circle diameter as 50 mm. Draw a normal and a tangent to the curve at a point of 35 mm above the baseline. Here the diameter of the rolling circle is 50 mm. So first, draw the circle for the diameter of 50 mm and draw the vertical diameter line and horizontal diameter line. Then consider a point P on the circumference of the circle as shown in the figure, and from the point P draw a straight line which is equal to the circumference of the circle. So here the circumference of the circle is pi d or 2 pi r. So here 3.142 into diameter 50 mm. So find out the value. We'll get some value. So like 158.5 something. So draw the tangential line which is considered as the directing line from point P to point B. The length of this straight line is equal to the circumference of the circle, which is equal to 158.5 mm. After that, divide the circle and the fixed straight line into number of equal parts. Say here, divide the circle into 8 equal parts. So first draw the vertical diameter line and horizontal diameter line. After that, by using angle bisecting method, divide this into bisect this angle 90 degrees, then we'll get the line here and extend that in the another direction. And similarly, take the next take the next 90 degrees angle and bisect the angle, then we'll get another part and extend that. So then we got the 8 parts, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. So similarly, by using geometrical constructions, divide this PB line into 8 equal parts. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. So start numbering 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash, 7 dash, and at B we will get the point 8 dash. So similarly, next to the P, in an anti-clockwise direction, start numbering for the divisions of circle 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and at P we will get the point 8. So draw the lines from the divisions of the circle which are parallel to the fixed straight line PB. So draw the lines from each and every division of the circle parallel to the line, horizontal line PB. So here from 7, so 7 and 1 will come on the same line, and next 2, next 5 and 3, next from 4. So after that, extend the line here. Next, from the divisions 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash. So draw the perpendicular lines from the horizontal line PB onto the center line C dash. So from 1 dash and from 2 dash and from 3 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash, 7 dash up to 8 dash. To get the center points C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7 and C8. Next, after getting the center point C1 to C8, then with the help of compass, take the radius as 25 mm and the point C1 as the center point. Draw the arc on the line 1, on the line which passes through 1. Means it indicates that when the circle starts rolling on a straight line, the point P moves from P to P1. Means the division on the circle, so the first division on the circle get coincide with the first division on the straight line. Then the center of the circle moves from C to C1. Then the fixed point position moves from P to P1. So to generate the different points P1, P2, P3 like that, we need to draw the arcs from the particular centers. So take R is equal to 25 mm and C1 as a center, and draw the arc on the line which is passing through the 1 and generate the point P1. Next, to generate the point P2, take the same radius 25 mm with compass and C2 as center. Draw the arc on the line which passes from the 2. So this is the line which passes from the 2 with C2 as center, and draw the arc. Then we'll get the point P2. Similarly, with the same radius and center C3, draw the arc on the line which passing through the 3. Next, from C4. So from C4 we'll get on the 4th line. Next, from C5, draw the arc, and from C6 as a center and 25 mm as radius, draw the another arc. And next, from C7 And next from C8, when we draw the arc from C8, will it get intersect with the 8 dash point. So now after drawing all the arcs, name the points P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, P7, P6, P7, P8. So now join all the points P1, P2, etc. from the point P. So from the point P, why from the point P means the P is the starting position of the circle when it starts rolling. So now join from P1 to P2 and P2 to P3 to form a smooth cycloidal curve. So to form a smooth cycloidal curve, join all the points continually. And next, so this is a cycloidal curve, and in the question he asked us to draw the tangent or normal to the curve at a point of 35 mm above the baseline. So here PB is the baseline, so extend this baseline to some length, and then on this point, from this point to take the vertical distance of 35 mm which is given in the question. So and extend this 35 mm point onto the curve. So here, so thus 35 mm get intersect on the curve at a particular point and name the point as M, and from M with the radius 25 mm draw the arc on the center line C1. Here we'll get, okay, and from this point draw the perpendicular line onto the fixed straight line. So name that point as N on the baseline and draw a line from N to M and extend up to certain length to generate normal N dash, and draw a perpendicular line at point M on both the sides to the line N dash, which gives the tangent T dash. So this is a cycloidal curve and normal and tangent. So first we have to draw the circle, and then we have to divide the circle into number of parts, and then take a point on the circumference of the circle as shown in the figure, and from point P draw a horizontal line to the length equal to the circumference of the circle, which is considered as a path. So next divide this straight line into number of equal parts, which is equal to the number of divisions on the circle, and then draw the horizontal lines from each division of the circle which should be parallel to the baseline PB. After drawing the parallel lines, draw the perpendicular lines from the baseline onto the center line of the circle C1 as showing in the figure to generate the center points C1, C2, C3, etc. So with the help of centers C1, C2, C3 and with the radius 25 mm, we are going to generate the points P1, P2, P3, P4 up to P8. So with center C1 and radius 25 mm, draw the arc on the line 1 which is passing through the point 1. And next with center C2 and radius 25 mm, draw the arc on the line which is passing through the second division. So similarly draw all the arcs from all the lines passing through the different divisions like 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 8. So finally join all the points from P to P8 to form the smooth cycloid curve. After that draw the tangent and normal to the curve as we discussed recently. Okay, thank you.